Great. Hi, everybody. Happy Mental Illness Awareness Week. I'm Danielle Angelari, the Executive Director of NAMI Northern Illinois. Each year, millions of Americans face the reality of living with a mental illness, but mental illness impacts everyone, even you. Despite its reach and prevalence, misunderstanding and stigma are also, unfortunately, widespread. That's why each year, during the first full week of October, NAMI Northern Illinois and participants across the country raise awareness of mental illness. Each year, we educate the public, fight stigma, and provide support. And each year, our movement grows stronger. We believe that mental health conditions are important to discuss year-round, but Mental Illness Awareness Week allows advocates around the country to come together as a unified voice. This year, NAMI Northern Illinois will focus on the fact that mental health care is essential. You can join us all week long for an event every night at 7 p.m. and then on Friday at noon to learn how to create a better mental health care system for all. So welcome to Alt Yoga, Let It Out. Tonight's webinar is going to demystify yoga and normalize it for all participants. Let's say hello to Marissa Ebert. Marissa is a clinical mental health therapist, a registered yoga teacher, and the owner and founder of Alt Yoga. She found a way to adapt traditional yoga to meet the needs of a larger population by combining the goodness of yoga with fun alternative elements. During this presentation, she will share her story, introduce viewers to yoga, talk about yoga misconceptions, and give viewers a taste of Alt Yoga. Afterwards, we have Marissa on the line to answer any questions you may have through the chat box feature located below, and please direct it to all panelists. And now I'm going to share the video with you.
What's up, everyone? My name is Marissa. I'm the owner of Alt Yoga and also a licensed clinical professional counselor. Here to talk about how amazing yoga is. It's great, but I'm wondering if there are a lot of you out there who are thinking, yoga is not for me. I am not flexible. I don't want to do it. It's just stretching. Whatever the misconceptions are, I'm hoping that I can get you to maybe see that it can be for everyone. And I'm talking everyone. If you're like, I can't get down on the floor, there's even chair yoga. You could probably do couch yoga. That gives me a really great idea, and maybe I'll do one of those videos sometime. But even like, I'll whip out poses in the bed, just doing some stretches right before bed. They can literally go anywhere with you. But I'm moving too fast. Let's take it back. What's stopping you from doing yoga? Is it because, it's generalized, like you think it's only for women? It's not. Yoga can be for kids. It can be for anyone, our grandparents, any age, any demographic you can think of. Yoga is super beneficial. You don't have to be flexible. You don't have to even know how to do it. It's good to have a yoga mat because a lot of our cueing will say, go to the front of your mat or step your feet out as wide as your mat. But when you're just beginning at home, you don't have to. Or you can go to like the dollar store or some other place and grab a really cheap yoga mat to start. Totally fine. But today you won't need one, but maybe after this, if you like it, you might invest in a yoga mat, and that's great. So you don't have to be flexible. You don't have to know anything about yoga. You don't even have to start by going out and going to a studio to do yoga, because I know that's super intimidating. I didn't even want to do that when I started. I started by watching beginners yoga on YouTube, and that's how I learned, and I loved it. Nobody can make fun of you in the goodness of your home. Now, no one's going to make fun of you out in public, but I get it. Like, those are our irrational thoughts. We're stuck at home and you think of going to a studio and no way everyone there knows how to do yoga, but everyone started at some point. So anyways, going on, I digress. Okay, going back to it. Yoga is great. It helped me through a lot of stress, and I actually worked on a lot of stuff myself. So the power of yoga is we're using the mind and the body and healing. You can also consider it a moving meditation. That's really what it is. But there's so much healing to it. Yoga is actually on the list of treatment for trauma survivors. Like, it has made that list. I mean, there is evidence saying that yoga is super, super incredible for helping people through their trauma. Because what we're doing is we're helping you feel safe. That word might be hard for some, but safe in your body. And if you don't like that word, throw it aside. Feeling calm in your body, feeling good in your body, strong in your body, whatever word you want to put in there, yoga can help that. You can build your strength. You can increase your flexibility, help your breathing, help your mental clarity, help you sleep better. All that awesome, awesome stuff. And I feel like I'm not doing it justice. I'm missing a lot of things. I mean, it really helps you connect with your body and just feel. Does that make sense? I mean, you're gonna experience this with me when we do yoga, but it's almost like you can feel with your eyes closed and scan throughout your body and just notice those areas that are tight. Notice those areas that you have all that tension built up. Sometimes some of our injuries are made worse by the memories that are attached with it. Can you believe it? It totally, like, it makes sense, but it doesn't, especially if you've never read up or learned on any of this. Like, really, your memories can make that worse, or even memories can have people, like, have some kind of symptom where maybe they're limping or have this pain when it really is linked to a memory. So yoga with mental health therapy is awesome. You, of course, want to continue to do things like individual counseling or group therapy, whatever you're into. But if you're looking for a little extra, a little additional treatment on your own, yoga is awesome to give it a try, because you really can work through so much and learn so much about yourself, but also have those awesome, sweet benefits of building up your strength, feeling really good, feeling awesome. And yeah, you could be like, yeah, I do yoga, and it's not for just people who want to stretch. Like, I'm super strong, can bust out 10 push-ups now. You may be able to do that if you do yoga. I feel like I'm at 10. My upper arm strength is not the best, but I still love doing it. So hopefully I covered everything for you. I invite you to message me, ask me questions. You can follow my page, Alt Yoga, A-L-T, Yoga, on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, but I really, really suck at posting on Instagram. Maybe someday I'll be better at that, but this is kind of like I'm a counselor and then I have my yoga business, and it's just a lot of work. But I love teaching about this. I love answering questions. I want you to leave this little video and feel like you can. You can do yoga. You can get stronger. You can get through things, or you can work on just getting through the uncomfortable part. I mean, it's really hard for us to just kind of sit there and sit with all those emotions running through us, but there's a lot of power to that. And the only way out is through. And I know that's horrible, and maybe you're like, that's super cliche. I saw that on an Instagram post. I get it, but it's so true. So what we want to do is build up your toolkit, or whatever you're carrying in your bag. We want to give you the skills to get through it, to feel good, and to know that when you're stressed, or when you're sad, or when you're depressed, or when you're having a panic attack, you can get through it with use of yoga, with use of your breath, some of these poses. And also, it's good to do on the daily anyways. Think about your body as this like thermometer. If you're not doing some kind of daily de-stressor, whatever that is, you're going to be like, I don't know, your stress could be up by your nose, or maybe it's not that high. Maybe it's your neck, your chest, your stomach. But without doing some kind of daily release for your body, it's either going to stay there or it's going to keep building up, building up. Maybe you exercise and whew, it goes down. Maybe you freak out. And after the freak out, okay, you feel a little bit better. But what yoga will do with a routine practice is take that temperature and go down and down and down. So you're not at your freak out. We're way down here. But without it, we're right at that threshold of like, I'm going to freak out in some way, shape, or form. I need something. Somebody help. But with yoga, we can bring it down, and bring it down, especially with the help of still going to a mental health counselor, group therapy, whatever it is you do additionally. So I'm going to stop gabbing. We're going to get into it. Grab some comfy clothes. You don't need a yoga mat, but if you have one, go ahead, bring it out. You may want to take your socks off. It is much easier to grip if you're on the carpet. Definitely take your socks off. If you're on wood floors, yes, definitely take your socks off. You can try it with socks, but you might slip and slide. I'm going to encourage you to check in with your body, and our goal during this practice is to let it out. It's alt yoga. We're going to let it out. We might let some noises out, whether we just go woo and breathe or laugh, whatever it is, but that is our focus. So let's get right into it. I got some water here. So let's meet in a seated position. Now for you, if you do have a yoga mat, you'll be turning face forward in your seated position. I'm going to turn to the side to face the camera, just in case you need to peek at me. But let's start in a seated. If this is uncomfortable, you can go on the shins of your, I almost said your knees. No, your shins of your legs. Hello. And sit like this. So whatever's comfortable, honestly. If you need a pillow for underneath your butt, you go ahead and get that pillow. I'm not judging. So when I do alt yoga, I encourage people to just bring themselves. I don't want you to feel like you need to look a certain way, be a certain way, dress a certain way when you come to my yoga. You can come completely as you are, bringing yourself. It doesn't have to be your A game. It can be your D game, your F game. I don't care. Just bring you, because I'm just excited you're giving it a try. So our goal is to let it out. What does that mean? We're not going to rage out on our mat. You can. I mean, I do yoga and we play like metal music, rock music, pop music. People think it's raging, but you're not. I mean, you're releasing. So even if we yell and swear, there's still a positive element to it. So we're not freaking out and having an anger outburst. No, we're still going to let it out. So you don't have to close your eyes. You can if you want. And you can have your palms facing down or your palms facing up. So if you are one that tends to be a little more flighty, anxious, you don't feel very grounded, go ahead and have your palms down on your knees. If you are typically one that's crazy grounded and you have a hard time giving that up and trusting others, I want you to flip your palms facing up. That's more of a surrender. Quite hard to do, let me tell you. I'm going to go grounded. I'm that flighty person, like the balloon floating away that needs help pulling him back down. That's what yoga does for me. Sitting up nice and tall, belly pulled to spine. Remember what I said? Oh, maybe I didn't say it. Our shoulders, having our shoulders tight and up. We don't want that. So roll your shoulders back and plug them in. Closing your eyes if you want to, a nice little tuck in your chin. And again, sitting up nice and tall. So although this may seem like a passive pose, there's so much that goes into it. If you ever do get into meditation, this is a way you can sit and meditate if you want. You don't have to. You can meditate however you want, but this is a way you can sit and just have some mindfulness. So I'm going to encourage you to think about, if on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say it's literally like a 2 or 3 for something that stresses us out, that we want to release during our yoga practice. So let's find it, search within. Bring it up. Remember, just a 2 or 3. We're not doing anything crazy. Just a 2 or 3. And just notice, even when you think about it, what's your body doing? Do you have kind of a reaction? Is your chest tight? Do you feel it in your throat? Are you clenching? Do you feel it in your stomach? And let's start to body scan, moving head to toe through our body, and just notice, what is that? What is that stress? What is that discomfort? What's your body telling you? We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose, nice and slow. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale. Inhale again through your nose. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Again, and notice if you have any tension in your shoulders, maybe give them a wiggle. You're still sitting up nice and tall, breathing in through your nose. Holding. And slowly exhaling. We're going to inhale, sending our hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your right side, and your left hand is going to go up and over. So a nice side stretch here. So you can stay here if you want to have a little fun with it. You can move, finding some freedom in this pose. Whatever you want to do, I'm here for it. I like to always incorporate maybe some wrist rolls too. We're waking up the body, but again, we're letting it out. That was like a one word, letting it out. Beautiful. Both hands up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, moving to the other side. Left hand down, right hand up and over to the left side. So yoga is like adult Simon Says. I will not be saying Simon Says because you can literally do or not do a single thing that I'm telling you. You can just sit here and watch and be like, ooh, cool, I'll try that sometimes. Both hands up, inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold forward, bringing our hands to the ground. So you don't have to be all the way down. Wherever you're at is exactly where you need to be. So let's talk about that self-acceptance, okay? Where you're at is where you need to be. If you want to walk your hands out a little bit more, try not to lift your glutes up off the mat. You still want to remain in a seated position, but eventually you can walk. I'm going to have to push myself back. All right, you can walk your hands out and maybe bring your forehead to the floor. And connect with your breath. Maybe tell yourself, I can let it out. I don't have to hold on to it anymore. Walk yourself up with your hands. All right, ready for this? We're going to do a twist. We're going to inhale, sending our hands up. But before we do that, this is alt yoga, so I'm going to give you a little taste of what I do. Rock hands, okay? It's like the I love you hand with your thumbs out, but you bring your thumbs in. Or you can keep your thumbs out. I don't care. We're going to do our rock hands. Send them up. Ready? Inhale. Okay, follow along. As we exhale, our right hand is going to our left knee, and your left hand is going to open up and go on the floor behind you. Okay, that was a lot. Yes. Right hand on the outside of your left knee, left hand behind you, still sitting up nice and tall, and twisting towards the left, breathing nice and deep. Inhaling in and exhaling slowly. Beautiful. Rock hands up. Inhale. We're going to go to the other side. Exhale. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand right behind you on the floor. Breathing nice and deep. Think about the twist as like a wringing out of your body. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely image there. But think about like you got all that stress and all those memories, everything inside of you. We're wringing it out, letting it fall onto your mat, getting it out of your body. We're going to inhale, rock hands up. Exhale, we're just going to sigh it out as loud as you can and bring your hands down. Woo! So please don't worry about looking like a fool during yoga. We are all in this together. You are not alone. I'm looking like a fool with you. We're going to move into a tabletop position. So if your wrists aren't having it, just be mindful. Do what you can. You can step off and just kind of sit up and watch. But we are going to put our hands down on the mat. Shoulders are over your wrists. Hips are over your knees. Here, I'm going to walk forward a little bit. And we're going to move through a cat-cow, dropping your belly, tail goes up, shoulders roll back as you gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to tuck your tail under, push up with your hands, pushing up through the top part of your back, chin to chest, and that is cat. Dropping your belly down, pulling your shoulders back, gazing up towards the sky. Remember, your tail goes up. You can give your tail a wiggle. This is cow. Nice inhale in. Exhale as you roll the spine, moving into cat, just like a cat, stretching their back, chin to chest. Beautiful. Coming back into table, we're going to briefly go into child's pose, bringing our big toes to touch, our knees out as wide as the yoga mat, pushing your hips back onto your heels and lowering down, bringing your forehead to gently touch the mat. If your hips are tight, this might not feel the greatest, but this is such an incredible pose for grounding. If you need to just have a moment with your breath, if you're feeling pretty worked up, if you're feeling pretty heightened, go into a child's pose. Now let's take some breaths here. Remember what you're working on. Our stress, whatever that is, that was a 2 or 3. We're going through these poses. We're going through these movements to release, to let it out, to feel so awesome. Beautiful. Coming back up into tabletop, we're going to move into downward facing dog. Tucking your toes under in table. You're going to pull your knees up off the mat and then send your hips back. And again, I gotta walk forward so you can see what the heck it is that I'm doing. So our fingertips are spread nice and wide. You're letting all the tension in your neck out. So maybe shake your head, shake it no, shake it yes. You're sending your hips back towards the back of the mat or the back of the room. Your heels do not have to be down, but if it's tight, you might want to walk it out. Take that dog for a walk. Do what you need to do. And then we're going to slowly walk up towards the front of the mat. And then roll, coming in this root to rise pose. We're going to come into a standing posture. I feel like all of my sinuses were pushed into my face, so now I'm stuffy. All right, maybe shake it out a little bit. You're staying at the front of your mat. I'm going to turn to the side. Check our time here. We got a few minutes left. So our feet are about hip width apart. You're going to feel your weight in your heels. You're going to bring your hands to your chest. So your thumbs are towards your sternum, that bone in the middle of your chest. Shoulders are rolled back and down, and you're going to take a seat on your invisible chair. So look down. Can you see all your toes? Can you give them a wiggle? You don't want your knees so far forward, there we go, that you can't see your toes. So don't grip through your toes either. Make sure they can wiggle. Taking a seat, waking up your body. Here we are. Remember, we are letting it out. You are powerful. You are amazing. Who knew that sitting on an invisible chair could be so hard? But here we are, sitting on our invisible chair, questioning why we signed up for this. But I promise at the end, you're going to feel amazing. All right, I'm going to turn to the side. Here we are in chair. You're probably like, Marissa, my legs are killing me. Let's step our right foot back. You're keeping your heel up. So your knee is still over your ankle, thumbs to chest. And we're just in a high lunge. Let's send our hands up towards the sky. Telling yourself, I am awesome. I am incredible. Breathing in deep through your nose. And exhaling, maybe sighing it out. One more, inhale deep. Exhale, sigh it out. Woo! Beautiful. Bringing your hands back down, heart center. And then we're going to step our right foot up to meet our left. And then shake it out. Okay, my legs are tired too. Even if you do daily practice, you're always going to push yourself, but in a healthy way, where maybe in chair you're going to sit a little bit deeper. Maybe in your high lunge, you're going to have your leg out a little bit further. So always challenging ourselves. Let us sit back into our invisible chair. Sitting down, pulling our belly to spine. Making sure you can say, hello, toes. Hello, toes. And then we're going to step our left foot back. Are you ready? We can do this. We're in this together. Let's go. Left foot back. So here, it is a full body. We're activating our left glute. You still have your right knee over your right ankle. If your balance is a little wobbly woo, just step your feet out. Make your plane wider. Don't be on such a tight rope. And you guessed it, sending your hands up towards the sky. I want you to imagine, what are you receiving? What are we catching? Are you catching yourself? Are you your own supporter? Are you receiving just like gratitude from people? Are you sending gratitude out? Are you just like, holy crap, I can't hold this anymore. She needs to stop. I'm with you. I'm breathing heavy. I'm trying to get through this. Bringing our hands back to heart center. Stepping our left foot up to meet our right. And shaking it out. And slowly coming down onto the mat. Grab a drink of water if you need it. I need it. And you are going to slowly go onto your back. If laying flat on your back is uncomfortable, you can lay on your side or just stay in a seated position. Make sure I'm still in the camera. Yes, I am. Whew. You just went through a fairly quick flow, but it was an awesome flow. We woke up the body, we did the postures. So now you get to try out the best pose of yoga. This is called Shavasana. Your resting pose. So for this pose, your palms are facing up. There's no tension in your body. You're not holding on to anything. Letting go of your breath control. And just enjoying this pose. Maybe you imagine a light around you. This light can be any color. It can have warmth like the sun. And it's just providing you with extra protection, an extra barrier to recharge, to heal, to help you feel even more calm. So imagine that light as you sit and enjoy the awesomeness of this pose. Bringing your attention back to your body, taking a full body stretch here, maybe even thrown in a yawn with it. Rolling to either your left or right side. Bringing your knees in just like you're lying in bed. And using your top hand to push you into a seated position. And you can keep your eyes closed, but if you want to keep your eyes open, that's okay too. Inhale, circling your hands up.
Okay, hey everybody. I see that she got kicked out. I'm Marissa. I'm gonna, I guess, start maybe answering some questions if you have any while we wait for her to get logged back in. So let me go to the chat if I can. Was I muted that whole time? Hey! I'm going to take over. We lost her. The last part of the video, if you're still in seated, you just circle your hands up. Here, let me push myself back. Circling our hands up towards the sky, inhaling nice and deep. Bringing our palms to touch overhead. Exhale as you bring your thumbs to heart. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, circling our hands up towards the sky. Exhale as you bring your palms down to your chest. Last time, inhale, circling your hands up. Bringing your palms to touch. Exhale, heart center. And in a yoga class, if you want, you can bow, you can say namaste, but I also encourage you, if you just want to say heck yeah, you can throw out a heck yeah. Awesome job. Okay, it looks like they're back, but we finished the video, so don't worry about pulling that up. I'm going to go to the chat.
Sorry, guys, I got kicked off.
That's all right. I finished it off, so we only had like 30 seconds left.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. I didn't see anything in the chat. I don't know if I'm missing it. But I'm open to any questions that anyone might have.
Do you have any questions for Marissa? Is that your favorite pose then, the resting pose?
Oh, I love the resting pose. Yes, you could literally go to a yoga class and just lay there the whole time and no one will tell you to change or move or do anything. It's amazing. And in a yoga class, like a standard one, you'll get about 5 minutes in that pose, which is really nice. Or if you're new, you might be like, this is not that fun, but it gets to be really good, especially if you're tired from the practice. But at my yoga, we
Marissa,
typically, yeah,
this is Xavier. I just have a quick
hey,
question for you, or actually,
sure.
I just wanted you to expand because I had the privilege of attending one of your alt yoga classes. What do you think, I could tell you what I think, but what do you think makes your alt yoga so different from other types of classes?
Yes. Awesome question. So my yoga, I try to reach out to the population that, well, yes, if you've done yoga, awesome. But the people who either never thought they could do yoga, they don't think it's for them. Maybe they're scared, they're intimidated, whatever it is. But I do add some flair. So in my yoga, I always have a playlist and I spend a lot of time because music for me and throughout my life and my childhood, my adolescence, music was my therapy since I did not go to a counselor. I just listened to music and I healed with music. I cried with music. It's very emotional, but I wanted to bring that into yoga. And it really isn't a distraction because we're keeping ourselves in the present when we do yoga, but we also swear. We do rock hands, but we also put up our middle fingers. Now, like, yes, this is geared more towards adults, but I can make clean versions as well. But it's just a different type of yoga. It's very empowering. I mean, you're listening to music. I encourage everyone to sing along if they know the songs because singing is healing and it also helps release our stress and helps regulate our systems. So we sing, we laugh, we swear, I tell really cheesy jokes. I'm falling out of poses with you. I'm doing my best to normalize it and help you know like it's just yoga. We don't have to take it too seriously, but it can be a lot of fun and you can leave feeling really, really good. So I love that. I like to bring people in who said, this is my first yoga and I'm coming back. That always feels super awesome.
Okay, awesome. There's one question
Sure.
that Jenny posted. She said, what YouTube videos do you suggest for getting started in yoga?
That is a great question. I started with Yoga with Adriene, and you can just type in, whether you type in her name or you can just type in beginner yoga class, not even that, just beginner yoga videos on YouTube, and there's a lot out there. But I really like Yoga with Adriene because she's kind of similar to my style. She'll like bust out into a song, she'll laugh, but she's still teaching you proper posture. That's really important for beginners. And the videos are only like 20 minutes, sometimes less, sometimes more. She also has a lot where it's like yoga for bedtime, yoga for anxiety, yoga for back pain. She literally has a yoga video for everything. So she's definitely my go-to, especially for beginners.
Gotcha. There is one more question. Somebody said they love your shirt.
Thank
Did you
you.
see that?
Yes.
Did you see the other question from Janice about what
Let's
type of
see.
yoga is good for someone with knee injury and very overweight to start exploring? And
Yeah.
also, what about laughter yoga? Well, I can tell her from taking your class, I laughed a lot at your yoga
Yes.
class.
Yes.
And it was
Yeah. I
great.
feel like in mine, that's totally incorporated. But there is laughter yoga. I've never attended one. I know there's a lot of laughing, but yeah, you can come to mine and that's incorporated just naturally because we're all being silly. But for your knees, and yes, for any weight, yoga is good for all, like I said, but a good one to start if you do have knee pain would be chair yoga. You could also do, like, if you look on YouTube to just find like a beginner standing yoga and just see. You can have a chair next to you, you can have the wall next to you to help balance yourself, but chair is a really good place to start, and you will be surprised. The more you do it, you'll graduate from the chair to not using it, and then you can work on the floor, or maybe you don't and you just stay off your knees, and that's okay too. No problem.
Okay, awesome. I think that's all the questions that we had in the chat. I know Danielle's having some problems with connection, and I apologize I don't have my video on, but definitely wanted to just thank you for doing this and spending time with us tonight and teaching us what you did and showing us, you know, different ways that we can, you know, help perform some therapy ourselves, right? You know, it's
Yeah,
obviously it's good to do some of this day to day. We know that not everybody can get to a counselor every day, and sometimes we need to some form of therapy every day just to help us, you know, start to maintain and feel better. So
absolutely.
thank you for showing this, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate you and everything that you do. So thanks again. And we are going to go ahead and end this for tonight. Thank you for those that joined us. And we look forward to tomorrow night, which is going to be art expression with Pablo. So thank you guys. Have a great night.
Awesome. Bye. Thank you.